Kids, right? As long as you want to protect their innocence. You want to. I have two kids. One is going to be 8, and one is 2.5. She's going to be 3 in February. And seriously, I left my job due to stress. But the thing is, like, because of my kids, because of my family needs, I really want something that's like that works with me. So now, like, I was working this morning job, and my husband is like, well, the kids are getting disturbed. They're waking up too early in the morning. You need to. So basically, I'm tweaking all my schedule around my kids. We love our kids so much. And I feel like this time is just different because when we were kids, we went through, I used to be in the window. We used to live in Benghazi, and we used to have like this window had like two aluminum things in front of it, and I used to just like stand like that on it all day, waiting for my mom to come home. Yeah, my mom was a nurse, and she was like full-time nurse, and my dad, I don't know what he did, but some work, and then but yeah, I used to be in the window all day long waiting for my mom to come home. But the thing is that you I know, as a woman, like, people that are coming from like no money, very little money, that I know we have to make sacrifices. I know we have to have money in order for these kids to grow up and have some sort of sense to, like, have some money and to be understanding of money and how to gather and how to manage it and all that. But in all honesty, I think my kids need me as well, but they also need my career. I need my career as well. So there has to be this fine line that has to be, I have to come up with. This is a warning again for some people. This content might be very disturbing. So I don't want you to go ahead and watch this video because it was very disturbing for me to make this video. So that's why it took me so long. And so just don't go ahead and watch it. Please take care of yourself. I honestly do not know who these kids are. These probably the parents have given permission to photograph them. Balenciaga is a fashion company that started in 1919 with a Spanish designer called Cristobal Balenciaga. So Balenciaga, Gucci, and Bottega, and a couple other Louis Vuitton also, they're under the big umbrella of this big company called Kering. Kering is a Kering. It's actually a parent company of all these big names. And then this company is owned by this French businessman called Francois Henry Pinot. This guy here. So basically, this guy Francois, right? I can't pronounce them like the French would, but I'm just pronouncing them how I would pronounce them according to the English language. So this guy basically owns all of the fashion industry, basically, because he owns like 5 big fashion names anyway. So basically, he's all over the world. And he's married to Salma Hayek, who's a famous actress, and this is his second marriage, I think. So Salma Hayek and this guy Francois, they own another company as well that makes like these sells like these dolls that are shaped as kids, like basically like only like 2 feet tall, dolls that they sell on their website. So basically, I saw on the website. I didn't want to put any pictures here because they would have been violations. YouTube would recognize that as a violation. So basically, they had like a little ginger kid doll with like the adult male genital on his nose. Yeah. And he was wearing like a cloak and like and this kid is this doll is not even like more than 2.5 feet tall. So these people are selling like these kind of dolls for pleasure. And this doll, the little boy doll with the thing on the nose, and his mouth is like shaped as if like a open, like like an opening, the other opening from where you can like poop out. Yeah, it's just the list just goes on. They sell these kind of dolls with like, and then there's a female doll with like two heads. So, and then the middle of their two heads is like shaped as an opening so that you can do things, adult things with it. And I cannot even show you those pictures. They are online, however, so you can go and see. Then recently they had this huge holiday campaign. So some people said, well, the designing people are responsible for it. The company itself is not responsible for it. They're suing the designing head side of the company for these charges. But basically the thing is the whole company is the same. They hired these people. They approved all their campaigns. So how can you even like sue them? Like, no, there's no case. So basically they got these kids, whoever like parents wanted these kids to model with these bears that have like, chains and like, straps, leather straps and all that stuff that can be used as like sexually, like adults can use those kind of, they use those kind of straps and like the be in like painful acts or whatever. So basically this is another picture from the campaign. You can see the things on the floor are like just buckles and like, I mean, Balenciaga has a dark side of their fashion. Their fashion is very dark based, which is, understandable. But then they are including like kids into this and then promoting like kids using those bears and with those things. And it just seems like they want kids to kind of be involved in all this and are promoting that kind of thoughts for kids as well, which is the most disturbing part. So yeah, as you can see all over the place over here, it's like these things, buckles and zips and then all these weird things. They don't look like toys to me. So there's this guy, Gabriel Gambellini, whatever. He basically is Russian. I think most of their designers are Russians, and they are really, into these kind of designing for kids and whatnot. They used an Indian kid as well. Like they were trying to show all the kids from all the races and whatnot. So very inclusive, but very inclusive for the wrong reasons. And you can see that kind of weird bear in the back there too. And here's another bear. I wanted to just focus on the bear a little bit. So he's wearing a lock with a chain, bulky chain. Very strange design there, and then the eyes are, one is blue and one is pink. It seems like she was beaten up or something. And then it's just a very abnormal looking bear to me. And I think like for my child to be playing with those things, I think I'm promoting that, this is okay. But well, that's what Balenciaga is doing, promoting that this is okay, but it's not. For parents, it's a very, very disturbing thing. Yeah, they were doing this type of ad for their kids. Some people were saying, well, they're also, into CP. I'm not gonna use the word, child, P word. But it's just, It's just very disturbing. I'm sorry. Yeah, some pictures of some more beers from the same campaign that the designer and the photographer have in their collection. I found this, I think, on his page, Gabrielle Gambolini's page. Yeah, very strange kind of the whip thingies there. People who are into BDSM will understand. But yeah, just strange, I guess it's just more and more dark and horrible. Then there is one more picture from one of the adult modeling campaigns that they were holding the same bears, and they looked like they were beaten up or were caught in like a violent action or something and a fight, and they got beaten up all over. One thing I remember, Doja Cat was she wore like a similar kind of makeup to one of her parties, to one of the award parties, which is also very similar. And she said it was like a statement makeup, like she had a black blue eye and one eye was okay, but then she looked like she was beaten up, but she went to a party like that. So I thought it's just like some sort of violence, promoting evil kind of deal there, that all of the Hollywood, the fashion industry is promoting together. I wish I would speak a little bit faster. So yeah, and then they had pictures like that of the kid just laying down like that, very, very submissively, which looks strange. In normal, traditional campaigns, like people are just like standing or like, doing like a something or running or something. But it's just strange that how the kid is laying down with like very powerless notion. And in the other picture on the bottom, on the left side, the kid is standing up, and you see how the coffee cup or whatever sippy cup is like, the straw is like exactly in the middle of his legs. Yeah, and then all these objects are like so weird around the kids, and it's just so strange to study all this. The more you look at it, the more you feel like how strangely all these things are that they're trying to promote in their ad. So I also wanted to show some pictures from Gabrielle Gambolini, whatever his work. He did a series called Toys Around the World or whatever series, in which he studied kids from like different cultures and what they like, and they had to show their favorite toys, and then he would take pictures like that. I think his name is Gabrielle Gaberletti, something like that. So yeah, I thought they were really interesting pictures. And also, Gabrielle in Instagram said that his intentions, he was just told what to do. His intentions were not to disgrade or whatever. No, not disgrade, degrade any of the children or anybody involved in the ad campaign. But it just so happened that everything just coincidentally like just aligned with the evil and dark side of the campaign. But he was apologizing, I guess, on Instagram. So yeah, this is another picture from some Middle Eastern kid or whatever, and just with her favorite toys. I'm not sure what the background was, but here it is. So that's about Gabrielle, and Demna is their other major designer or somebody in power of the brand. And then he's actually a pretty famous, he's like National Geographic's wow, he actually photographed from National Geographic too. Okay, he's a very achieved person, and it's kind of strange how these people are involved with each other, or maybe they just don't have a choice or they have to do it. I don't know. But I know some celebrities who are not involved in those things, but maybe when you have to do all these big things, then you have to get involved. Before blocking Mr. Gabriel, I went through some of his some of his Instagram to show you guys what he does. And so he said that in this post, he said that he did not really know what was going on. He was just given the direction, and he just went along with it and did not question anything that he was photographing, which is really highly weird because yeah, that's, you know. And then he also photographed a lot of people around the world, and then he did a project in America with everybody and their guns. So basically he tried to probably count how many guns people have. And yeah, he did a lot of story for his toy series. He did a lot of picturization of people, you know, like kids around the city and stuff. And then these are all the people who own Ameriguns, I guess. He did studied those people too in his project. And so yeah, he knows a lot, and his all his projects are, you know, they are basically art for those who understand or like his work. But yeah, he photographs a lot of those things. I thought this would be interesting for me to show you guys. And so he I didn't want to take away from the whole video. Yeah, so then this website, on their website, they have this girl. Well, this is actually Lota Volkova. So this is another, I guess, the big powerful lady who also belongs to Balenciaga. And look at all these big Marc Jacobs, what is he saying, and all these people. So this is actually a doll that's shaped like a kid, and seemed like the doll, the baby girl doll, is like wearing like an adult swimsuit. And this is also like for sale to adults. And people are like liking it. People who don't have kids are liking these kind of things, and dolls that show a lot of weird things. There's another one with the, you know, the kid holding the skeleton. And yeah, this lady Lota Volkova, I guess, I can't pronounce her name correctly. So she had this picture on her Instagram as well. It's a little strange. Like, I don't know what's their deal with childhood toys and stuff. I don't know why they like them so much and are focusing on these things so much. Somebody said all these people they grew up near Chernobyl when the Chernobyl nuclear reactor leaked, you know, so these guys were all exposed to it. That's still just really messed up. Like, why would you bring your childhood trauma into the world? Like, if you have childhood trauma, let it end with you. Don't bring it and reflect it and give it to the world. The world doesn't need it. So this next picture is really strange too. This is like from their adult modeling campaign. The papers, people tried to study the papers, were from a case, Ashford versus United States, which is also about child, the P word, in which they wanted to legalize that, I guess, and then the court said no. And and then you can read yourself into the details of the case, but that's what happened. They said that they did not know that happened, but people think that it was intentionally left that way so that it can, be brought up again. And then in the back, there's a picture there, a book there that's sitting there. It's from Michael Bermans. I don't know how to say his name correctly. And that it's an artist that makes like very disturbing artwork with like children in it, doing weird things, basically. Bormans, I guess, Michael Bormans. So his artwork is basically geared towards kids, little kids like 2, 3 year olds, and they're just running around with like blood on them, and they're naked, and some pictures have like just body parts cut into, just around them. Yeah, you can see here. So this is what Michael Borman's, I guess, work looks like, and apparently it's like really highly prized or whatever, very, very expensive artwork. Kim Kardashian has been a big part of Balenciaga's face lately. They hired her as their brand ambassador or something. She was wearing Balenciaga all over the place, apparently. And she has a lot of influence. She has like 330 million subscribers. I think close to like, she's going to be having like more than 900 million people following her. But I blocked her personally. I don't want to see her again. I'm done with her. Anyways, so this is a picture from Michael Borman's book. And then she tried to mimic that same kind of dress that Balenciaga designed for her. And she wore that to one of the, the galas or whatever. Same thing here as well. This is also a picture from Michael Borman's book artwork that, I don't know, I guess, I'm not sure what type of, what thought he had in his mind. It's just like, you guys are without any faces. So, and then Kim Kardashian also redid that picture with her kids. She herself has like 4 or 5 kids, and she gave a weak statement after all this came to light that she will rethink, perhaps will not, or maybe will keep relation with Balenciaga. So people were really like mad about it. I was mad about it too, but it just seems like does not want to cut ties with Balenciaga because she really has taken a lot of money from them. This is another one of their styles that they're promoting. It really seems strange and evil to me. I mean, maybe it's a popular thing in video games, but in real life, it just doesn't, how would you, if this person commits a crime, how are you supposed to catch them? Or, I don't know. Maybe they, even if they don't have a mask, they might not get caught or whatever. But it's just still, it seems like something is not right here. There is this tweet from Kim saying she's going to reevaluate. No, you need to give up the relationship with Balenciaga. Come on, girl. Yeah, she remained quiet for a long some time, and Kanye West got mad at her as well. She knows what these people are doing. She just does not want to, come clean with it. This is the Demna guy, who is also the fashion director, I guess, of the whole Balenciaga thing. And yeah, I don't know why he looks like just like the photographer. Maybe I'm dyslexic too, so I don't know. I think, yeah, they all look alike to me. It's so crazy. But anyways, yeah, really, they're really dark. Yes, the whole thing is just really, really bizarre, I guess. I'm not sure what Kim Kardashian is doing. This was a strange news a while ago, but I think she's still staying with them. And she's just dumbing herself down so that she can still stay trendy and, current. Yeah, it's just really, really sad. They spent like so much money on all these things, and just strange. Look at that. Okay guys, I'm going to end this video here. I still cannot take this anymore. That's why it took me so long to make a video on this, because it's just a really strange video for me, and it's actually more disturbing than Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's videos and the disco bath and all that. It's in my other videos, but yeah, I'm sorry if this was disturbing, but thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.